Hey, everybody, welcome back to This Week in 4K and Blu ray. Today is the 23rd of February, which is, man, it's flying by. So, this is pretty much the last month of releases. So, this would be what, week four? So, yeah, February 24th. So, there's a lot of stuff coming out on 24th. I knew a couple titles, but let's run through the titles that will be dropping the 24th throughout the week. First thing we got is Excalibur 4K from Arrow. This is more of a medieval type of film. I've never seen it. I do want to watch it though, and I believe this is the special limited edition one with probably a chunky box. If you're into Excalibur, let me know about Excalibur. I will watch it before I end up purchasing it. But yeah, it looks pretty good. Like a kind of a Conan, kind of a those old school 80s type of medieval type of films, which I like them. I mean, I don't love them as much as some people do, but I like them for what they are. The second one, Westworld 4K from 1973. I love Westworld. I think this movie's great. Yul Brynner is amazing in it. Just the whole premise of traveling to a world where you can like pretty much choose which scenario you want to be in. Fascinating to me. I've always liked this movie so much. I did watch the television series as well. I think it was like first two seasons. It jumped the shark after the first season. At the end of the first season, I was like, no, you can't leave Westworld. I loved Westworld so much, being in that environment and everything like that. So I will be getting Westworld 4K eventually. So that's a top one for me for this week. Tank Girl 1995, no interest. I remember watching this back in 95 and I don't know, it looks ridiculous and I remember renting it on VHS. It does have a fan base. Vinegar Cinema, I believe, put out Tank Girl. This is just the standard edition, I believe. But I will be passing on Tank Girl Network 4K. So this looks like a Criterion collection. No idea what Network 4K from 1976 is. I will have to watch a trailer going into that because Criterion, of course, they're going to put out some pretty good shit. So next one, Phantom of the Opera 4K. Okay, 1998. I don't know. I don't remember seeing this. 1998. They came out with a Phantom of the Opera. Maybe it's good, maybe it's not, but let me know. The Man Who Wasn't There, another Criterion collection from 2001. I haven't seen this Coen Brothers film. I like Coen Brothers films. I'm not obsessed like some fans are, but they're hit and miss with me. I don't they don't have the rewatch value Coen Brothers films for me, but I do enjoy the films for what they are. Terra Firma 4K. I remember Terra Firma was like, God, was this a DVD release or whatever back in the day? I remember Terra Firma, and I don't remember it being great. So who knows? Made in Hong Kong, Hong Kong Volume 2. I do like the Hong Kong films, but I don't need to own the Hong Kong film, so I'll just stream them. But if you're into martial arts, you're into Hong Kong stuff. Why not check it out? Films of I'm not even gonna say it. I can't even pronounce it. So never heard of that. Prison on Fire 1 and 2, 4Ks. So more Hong Kong films, which is good for the people that are into Hong Kong movies. So Japanese Godfather trilogy from Radiance. No idea what that is. So bring me up to speed if you're into it. Blast Off Girls. That's an AGFA. AGFA is pretty. They put out a lot of bad stuff, but some of it's fun. I mean, a lot of it's from like the 60s, 70s. But I enjoy a few titles here and there. But AGFA is not one that I collect very often. Let's just say that. The Great Silence from 1968. No clue what that is. Snow Creature. No, looks like an old creature feature from 1954. Sorry guys. Boxcar Bertha 4K. That's a mouthful right there. I remember seeing Boxcar Bertha back in the day when I was really big into like grindhouse, like exploitation films and stuff. I don't remember a whole lot about it, but Is that a cinematograph? That's a Vinegar Syndrome title. So that's dropping. Christina Lindbergh collection, I believe, which I do like Christina Lindbergh. She had, of course, Thriller, Cruel Picture. She had, I think it was Made in Sweden. She did a lot of those, um, revenge films and stuff like that. And I enjoy her. She's always a beautiful woman to look at. Let's just say that. So you got the Christina Lindbergh collection for all you like exploitation fans out there. Next is Euro Crypt, the Christopher Lee, which of course I like Christopher Lee, but I don't really know what's in this box. I don't know if this is a volume 2 of the original Euro Crypt, but I will pass on that. Stranger on the Third Floor. No, not interested. Tarzan and His Mate. No. 1934. I'm sure it's fine, but Magambo, no idea what that is. Excalibur, so I'm guessing that's the standard edition or the Blu-ray edition, which we talked about. The Last Mistress, no idea. The Dead Thing, Shudder original. I have Shudder. Maybe I'll watch it if it's on Shudder right now. So maybe I'll look into that. DEBS, no idea what it is. She Shot Straight, another Hong Kong film, I believe. Let's just fly through a couple of these because I don't even know. I mean, more Radiance films now. Warner Archive, Loopy Doo Loop, Tag. Synapse putting out Tag, which I've never seen Tag, but of course Synapse puts out a lot of good stuff, so I will watch it. I'm not going to buy it right away, but I will watch it to see if it's any good. Boys Go to Jupiter, no thanks. Debbie Does Dallas, that's something. Yeah, growing up, of course, everybody talked about Debbie Does Dallas. I don't need to own it, though. I mean, She Came from the Woods. Okay. Richard Pryor, Here and Now. I love Richard Pryor. He's hysterical. His movies were great too. Stand Up is in 4K. That's cool. That's kind of cool. They're putting out like a comedy special in 4K. So yeah, I'm interested. I mean, I'm not gonna. I'd pick it up, down the road if it was cheap. But yeah, that's pretty cool. They're doing that now. New Rose Hotel, no idea. Looking Italian, 1994. Oh, it's a Blu-ray. No, who knows? Duel to the Death. Nah. Stranger Eyes. True Romance 4K. I already own that. Got Arrow put that out a year or two ago with the chunky box one. I don't know if this is the Steelbook or the standard edition, but great release, great movie. Highly recommend that one. A Desert. Dark Sky Films. Wow, they're putting stuff out still. Okay. So I will look into that. A Desert. Was that streaming on Shudder? I don't know. I'll have to go back and look. I thought I saw A Desert streaming on Shudder, but I'll have to go back and look. After School, no thanks. Smoke and Mirrors. So this is the story of Tom Savini. I do want to watch it. Absolutely want to watch it because special edition Blu-ray. I'll watch it. I'll watch it. This might be something worth picking up because I love Savini's work. I think he's a great special effects guy. He's not so much the nicest person to meet at cons, but he's great at what he does. Let's just say that. Westworld, let's look at Blu-ray. We've talked about that. Force 5. I believe this has been out before from MVD, so I don't know why it's on here. Because let me see what this is. This is a Blu-ray, so yeah, I was thinking that it's been out. At Close Range, Sean Penn, Christopher Walken. So I believe this is a Vinegar Syndrome release. So they came out. This is the standard edition Blu-ray. It looks like this movie's awesome. If you haven't seen At Close Range, this is a 4K Blu-ray. Sorry, this movie is fantastic. I highly recommend this movie. If you haven't seen it or you don't own it, it's great. It's Sean Penn and Christopher Walken. Takes place kind of in a small town, and Christopher Walken he's the father of Sean Penn in the film, and he's like, he's into like, I don't know if it's like mob culture, or he's like some sort of like, he's some sort of bad dude, and then it kind of rubs off on Sean Penn. He pretty much comes into his life a little later when he gets older, and it's very cool, interesting story. I really like it, and the whole setting just reminds me of like the Midwest and stuff. So I love At Close Range. So that's up there for me. Birthright, never heard of Birthright. Treasures of Soviet, whatever, no idea. Dead Boys Can't Fly. That's a cool title. Never heard of it though. Unfinished film. Well, you're selling an unfinished film. Okay. The Ghost 4K. This is a Severin Films. I have no idea what that is. Network we talked about. Retribution 4K. I want to say Retribution came out from... Did that come out from Scream Factory? I don't know. I'll have to look and see. Not sure. High School Memories. Meh. Chapman's Pink. Wow. Raw Talent. Raw Talent. Huh. I'm going to have to go back and look into that. The cover is intriguing. Let's just say that. Driller. So it's a Thriller ripoff. That sounds interesting too. These are going to be my watch list. I mean, not purchase list, but watch list, most definitely. Date with the Vampire from 2000. In Our Blood. Trigger Man. I believe this is this the Ty West Trigger Man? I never ended up seeing this film. I do like Ty West, but this is one of his first films that I've never seen. Doomsdays, no idea. Man Finds Tape. Cool. Magna's still putting stuff out. That's cool. I mean, I remember when they were like super hot at the time in like 2012, like they were coming out with a bunch of stuff, a bunch of good stuff. But yeah, Magna's been kind of off my radar for the past 5 to 10 years. I don't know what the hell they're doing. Ghost talked about True Romance, Your Life is on the Line. No idea. New Religion, no idea. The Black Six. Who's that? Is that Kino? It looks. Oh, is that a blaxploitation film, or I don't know. I have to look into that one. Anime stuff, no. Dungeons of Ecstasy, no. Travelers Need to Know. And that looks like it's about it. Oh, Donnie Darko 4K media book. Okay, that's a good film. Oh, we got more. Shit, I didn't even see this. Pink Floyd live. That is cool. They're coming out with the 4K of that. Okay. That would be up there for me. I'll have to do some more digging. That might be a purchase for me, because Pink Floyd's one of my favorite bands. Ben-Hur Steelbook. Okay, we talked about Ben-Hur last time. Pet Shop Boys. That's about it for the month of February. Going back, recommendations from me. I would say Westworld would be on my list. That's a great movie. I love Westworld. Like I said, I haven't seen some of these Criterion, so you guys will have to help me out with that. And I haven't seen Excalibur, so if that's great, let me know if that's great. Christina Lindbergh, I don't need to own her other stuff on physical. I do like Christina Lindbergh, but I mean, she's not that intriguing to me where I need to own all of her stuff. Debbie Does Dallas. Nah, I don't need to own it. I mean, you can find that at other places, I guess. Richard Pryor, once it goes on sale, that'd be fun, man. I think it'd be cool. True Romance, you don't have True Romance yet? Yes, I'd recommend picking that up. That's a great release. Smoke and Mirrors, I will be keeping an eye on this because I do want to see this. I haven't seen this yet, so maybe it's streaming somewhere. At Close Range, even though it's standard edition, this movie is great. It's probably my favorite movie on this list, so that's a high recommendation from me. And then let's see, True Romance again, and that's about it. That would be my recommendations. But give me your recommendations and tell me what I need to watch. Tell me what I need to put on my list. Do I need to just blind buy something? Is it that good where I need to watch it? Just blind buy it. Let me know. I appreciate every one of you watching. And next week, we will be in the month of March. So, going back, what would I consider this week? I would consider it mid. That At Close Range is a great title, but for my taste, I don't know. I would say it's mid. It's definitely not bad, but I don't think it's great either. So that's what I think about this. We'll be back in March to talk to you guys, to run through all the March releases next week. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe, and appreciate every one of you. We'll talk to you later.